This show is proudly brought to you by the #Me Network. And now, #Radio NZ. /.//////////com
Alright, welcome to #Radio. I'm Fid McAwesome.
I'm Grace McAwesome.
And I'm V8 Maddie.
And on this week's show, we've got a heap to talk about. I want to have a bit of a chat later about the most amazing charity live stream I've ever had the privilege of being involved in. GenerOZity, that was on the weekend. Matty is going to have a bit of a talk about his flight over to Sydney and why were you here, Matt? And we've got heaps of other things coming up in the show, including, I've got the current games with gold and all the free stuff you can get on PlayStation this month.
Oh, true, I forgot all about Games with Gold.
I've got you, Matt. But we start off the show every week with the news with Grace McAwesome.
And now the news with Grace McAwesome.
Yep, and now I'm going to hand back over to Fid because we're going to start something with what that clumsy fucker brought up.
Oh, Twitter.
Yeah, alternate
Right.
truth.
So, it became a Twitter thing, but it started off as a press thing. So, without getting too far into it, American politics.
Yeah.
I know. So, we all saw the Trump inauguration the other day, right? Or
No, I
saw
didn't
it on
watch
the
it.
news.
No,
You saw that it happened.
Okay,
Was
I
it-
understand it happened.
Yeah. So the press have been talking about how and they've been all showing this photo of the side-by-side comparison of Obama's first inauguration
Yeah.
8 years ago and Trump's
Yes.
this week, where it was dramatic. Like
Different.
you could see there was a massive amount of people missing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I've also seen photos of the street when they were doing the march.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they had the full
The women's march.
No, not the women's march. They're one of he's walking through the streets of Trump is walking and his team are walking through the streets of Washington.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
So the official photo is a front-on photo, and you can see the street and the people behind them. But there's a photo from the side, and you can see the bleachers on the side of the thing completely empty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump decided he was going to use his first day in power, like literally the Saturday, his first full day on the job, holds a press conference to address the media, lying about how many people were there, and that it's alternative truth.
Oh, is this the whole, it's not lies, it's alternative truth?
Yeah. So, and this has become a Twitter thing. So this came up because Clumsy Fucker here in our chat was going on about everything he said is alternative truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's saying the
Okay.
opposite of what we were saying. And
But
yeah,
have
it's
you
become a thing on Twitter.
seen some of the other pictures though, from behind Trump at the inauguration, where there are lots and lots of people there?
I have, and I'm questioning the truth because they're like the media are adamant that the photo that they've shown is correct.
Yeah, and it is.
Yeah. So was that photoshopped? Was it just a really good angle that it was hiding
it's
the
just
gaps?
Trump's an egg.
No. The photo that Matt's talking about, it's one taken from behind the dais. And
Yeah, behind with Trump's back,
Yeah.
and then all the
it-
people out in front of him.
Yeah, so I'm wondering
yeah,
whether it's
like-
just a good angle where it was the crowd in each section was hiding the empty space behind them.
Probably.
Or did they just
They-
cut and paste him over the back of Obama?
Yeah, exactly. There was another thing that they said was that there was white. The first time they'd ever used ground cover, and the white ground cover was highlighting those gaps. And that was an alternative truth because it's not the first time they've used those white ground covers. They used it 4 years ago. It was the first time they'd ever done it.
Yeah, I
So
think,
everything he said has been a fucking lie.
yeah, so this
This
Yeah.
is the way that they're going
did we
forward.
expect anything
Oh.
less?
So if this is the first day of the America's new leadership, good luck, America.
I'm actually going to check out the hashtag because I bet it is.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
well, all
hilarious.
it's done is leave the rest of the world thinking, do we believe Trump or do we believe the media?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're all full of crap anyway, so who knows? Who cares?
Right, going into some dark shit now.
Yeah.
Woo!
We actually had a debate about where we were going to tell this story, because this is relevant, heavy social media news, but it's dark.
I don't know what the social media spin is on this, but go on.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Prepare yourself, people.
reports of a gang rape of a 21-year-old girl was streamed on Facebook Live yesterday, with one woman who, after coming across the stream, contacting Swedish police. Meanwhile, Facebook users jeered and commented on the live stream. The stream ended when police found the residents. Meanwhile, the 21-year-old endured a 3-hour rape, all of which was streamed
Live
to the world.
And people were commenting on this and jeering and watching.
Yeah, like, haha, 3-on-1.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, it's hard. It's people, man.
Yeah.
Humans are horrible creatures.
You don't know that it's a rape, though, I guess, until
You just think it was a live porn show. Apparently, it was at gunpoint.
that sort of crap happens, though, you know?
Yeah.
People get into that sort of
Yeah.
dodgy shit where they have a safe word and it's all nasty until someone says the safe word and then they stop. How do you know if it's like a scenario like that or a real one? But
I suppose
mean,
that's why-
why would you watch it anyway? But
Yeah.
people are going to watch it. It's you know, you're drawn into that kind of stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
If you came across it, you'd keep looking.
I don't know. Not if,
I think I would have done what that woman did and
Yeah.
called the cops, because I'd rather be safe than sorry.
especially if it was looking violent.
I'd just call the cops because I'd rather be safe.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, but this
That's
means
fucked
so
up
it went
shit to
for
have on Facebook.
Yeah, but like, okay, even if it's a live sex show, like surely somebody would have reported it to Facebook. That's what bothers me, is you probably shouldn't
It
have
was
that shit
3
go.
hours.
Yeah, 3 hours,
Yeah.
and that's in that time nobody reported it.
Moving on from there, because
That was some dark shit.
yeah,
Mm.
talking about the dark ones. Microsoft.
Okay, I was wondering where
phew.
that was going too.
I thought that was racial.
I thought it was an Australia Day thing.
Yeah, no. Microsoft Beam has now pushed its Pro upgrade live,
Yep.
featuring streams with up to 1440p resolution at 60 Hz and integration with Xbox Live as the company prepares to take on Twitch and YouTube. In late December, Beam said that the company was pushing its Beam Pro upgrade as a beta to selected users. This week,
Beta.
however,
A beta.
Beam lead Matt Salzamendi, I actually don't know how to say that, tweeted yeah, Matt, that the service was now live for everyone, though through a formal announcement would be coming later. Beam updates include a bitrate increase to a maximum of 10 megabytes, including 1440p, I already said that, 60 frames per second streams, and super high motion, 1080p, 5 times improvement in the site load speed, as well as 60 frame per second rendering performance for videos displayed across the site. Beam also added an upgraded video player, a revamped homepage, and deep chat improvements that include a new and improved polling interface. Do we
Wow.
think Beam is going to actually make a difference?
Do we think Beam is going to be a thing?
I don't see why not.
See, this is the thing. Twitch has had a stranglehold on live gaming for a very, very long time. If anybody was going to take them on, I would have said it would have been YouTube. Google. When Google started YouTube gaming, they came out with all these promises in the world. I know people who were on YouTube that were live streamers, and they were treated really well at the beginning, and just lost all support of YouTube and have all moved over to Twitch. I only know one guy who's still on YouTube.
See, I don't... Yeah, okay, that's for live streaming, yeah?
It was for game, yeah, which is what Beam is.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So if anyone was going to take them on, it would have been YouTube. It would not have been. And if they couldn't successfully do it, like, I'm curious. I'm not going to instantly say that Beam isn't going to be a thing. I am just very dubious.
My question is Beam just for for Xbox?
No, everything.
Because I was going to say,
It's going to have deep integration
if it was
into
just for
Xbox.
Xbox, then yeah, I'd say they had a problem. It's not going to do well.
Yeah.
But will it work without the third-party stuff? Like at the moment, to broadcast to Twitch, you need to use other software.
Well, you don't need to. Like, if you've got Twitch installed on your PlayStation or your Xbox, you can stream straight from that. It just doesn't have the overlays or anything.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is it going to incorporate all those things into one so that you don't need the third-party stuff for any of it?
I would say it'll run I haven't used Beam. I'm assuming it'll be exactly the same as Twitch, where, especially with the Xbox
Don't assume,
integration.
Fid.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you assume? We wind up with a Lenovo under the bonnet.
But it fixes it. My assumption was right.
I'm just trying to have a look now as to whether or not they actually have it.
Probably not going to be able to do that fast enough.
Wow. Microsoft Studios is online.
Yeah.
Is that the only one
next
on
story.
there? Because all I can see is Microsoft Studios.
That's because you went to beam.pro/Microsoft Studios.
Should change that. Okay, next story.
Scucks guy on the live stream, apparently, according to Twitter.
Scucks ass, bro.
Samsung. Remember how we said Samsung was going to come out that it was the battery?
Yes, we assumed it was the batteries and fast charging.
Yeah, rumours was, it was the batteries. Well, they've confirmed, it was the batteries.
Yeah. So what was the issue?
Yeah, faulty batteries from 2 suppliers.
So it wasn't even one supplier?
No, it's from 2 of them. Were to blame for a product failure that wiped $5.3 billion off its operating profit. As Samsung wraps up its investigation involving 700 engineers worldwide.
700 people were working on the investigation?
Yeah, worldwide.
Wow.
And the company announced that the Galaxy S8 will not be unveiled at the Mobile World Congress trade show in Barcelona, which is on February 27th.
Yeah.
Well,
so they're not going to be unveiling?
They won't be unveiling
Before we go on to unveilings, the battery issue. So you said there were problems with 2 suppliers. Now, the first one was the original batteries.
Yeah.
And that had a problem with the negative terminals inside.
Yep.
And it wasn't made big enough, and they were shorting out across. Then they got the replacement batteries, and they had a different fault, and that was in the positive terminal where they were sonically welded on the inside.
What a bad run.
So yeah,
how could you have luck that bad twice?
2 completely different faults.
Yeah, and so you could have a go at the supplier, but I'm guessing it actually comes down to the design.
Well, the replacement batteries were rushed. Some of them apparently didn't even have the insulation layer inside them.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently so.
Like, it's actually put me off ever buying another Samsung. Like, to know that it has. To know that that's how their quality control, their QA has been run, that they could get that through twice.
Yeah, so that's actually why they're not releasing at Mobile World Congress, because they want to...
They're going to check their shit.
Yeah, they want to perfect their quality control.
They've been in the game for this long, and they haven't perfected quality control yet.
Yeah, but you could say that about Microsoft and Windows, and they still have updates. They haven't perfected their shit either.
Yeah.
Hello, July Sleek.
Okay, Apple Inc. This is ironic. Seriously, ironic.
Yeah.
Apple Inc. have filed a $1 billion lawsuit against chipmaker Qualcomm.
I saw this, yeah.
After the US government accused the company of anti-competitive tactics to maintain a monopoly over semiconductors and mobile phones. Apple said in its complaint that Qualcomm withheld the rebates because of Apple's discussions with South Korea's antitrust regulator, the Korea Fair Trade Commission. Apple claims that Qualcomm's actions have amount to extortion.
Have you read what they've been doing, though?
Qualcomm?
Yeah. It's not very often I stand up for Apple.
No, but the reason why I find this ironic is because Apple...
Yeah.
Apple are doing the same to someone else.
Yeah.
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 They think it's okay if they do it, but not if someone does it to them.
Them, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've told you about the Amazon dash button, eh?
Yeah, we've talked about the Amazon dash button a few times. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Amazon dash button has now gone online.
It's available and it's in stores.
Yeah.
Or not in stores.
For those of you that don't know, it's literally a button.
You said button?
Button.
Yes.
That has it's pre-programmed, and you just press it and it orders it and it turns up on your doorstep the next day. It's magic. Well, now they've made
Magic.
it.
Yeah.
If it was magic, we wouldn't need a button. We could just wave a wand.
You know, button.
Button.
Magic. So the product. Oh, sorry. Where was I? The dash button. Yeah. The button is
Where
now
was I?
available on the web and its app to make it even easier. So it's all just pre-programmed buttons now on your phone. So you can go, I want that and that and that.
Yeah.
Because those are the products I use the most.
Yeah.
And then they just turn up on your doorstep. It's awesome.
It's magic.
Hey, what sizes do iPhones come in now? You have 64, 128, and 256?
I think so. I can't remember.
They go to
They introduced that
256?
bigger size.
What's that?
Oh, I was just looking at the prices.
Oh, okay.
Because Qualcomm are charging them based on price of the phone as opposed to the price of the product.
That's awesome.
Well, there's a solution for you. Apple, drop the price of your phone and you won't have to pay Qualcomm so much. And people like me may consider actually buying your product.
The thing with that is that in New Zealand, for the 256 gig iPhone 6 Plus, like the top one you can get currently, it's over $1,800.
Yeah.
18. Oh, yeah. It's like a laptop, eh?
Yeah, who's paying for that?
And I'm absolutely bamboozled as to who would pay that money.
I know one person in chat at the moment forked out for one of those.
Yeah.
What?
And he moved from the Nexus.
Oh
What?
my god.
I
We
know.
went from Nexus to Apple.
I know.
Why?
I was disappointed.
Should have got the
Almost-
Pixel.
The Pixel's not bad.
I saw some photos from the Pixel.
Beautiful way.
Amazing.
Yeah. Like,
A
I still
friend of
think
mine just bought one. She loves it.
I still think the Pixel is an overpriced phone.
Why?
Like, it's still right up there.
It
it's
is.
still- yeah, and
But specs-wise, it's probably better than an iPhone.
oh yeah,
And it's still
100%.
cheaper than an iPhone. So
Yeah,
how's it too
100%.
much?
So I just still think it's too much to be paying for a phone. Like what you can get from Huawei or from Oppo or from who else we got? Sony. You know, their spec-wise are right up there, and they're 3/4 of the price, if not half the price.
How much is the Huawei Mate 9?
The Mate 9 is just over $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful.
Yeah, but then comparatively, that's only going to be a 64 gig phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
I still don't understand how Apple can charge $400 more from a 64 gig to a 256 gig.
I still don't see why people need a 256 gig phone with all the streaming and everything now.
Well, you're not always going to have a connection.
Yeah.
If you travel on planes and shit, you don't have a connection. You on a 12-hour flight, you can jam heaps of crap on your phone to watch, but
Yeah.
I don't understand how the price of a micro SD card compared to the increase in price on an iPhone based on that storage only is off the
Yeah.
hook. How do
So
they
someone-
justify that?
Someone in chat's just made the comment, they're track phones. All phones are track, don't fool yourself. All of them.
Track phones.
Actually, I know one phone that's not.
What's that?
Um,
BlackBerry, because no one has one.
No, BlackBerry's tracked. No, it's shit. Can't remember. I'll have to Google it.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
so
next one.
elusive we don't even know the name.
Oh, it's black. While you guys are talking gaming. Okay, and last on the news.
Yep.
Traditional networks are following the Netflix model, with Disney releasing all of its new sci-fi drama Beyond on digital and on-demand platforms. They did that on January 2nd, which was the first for the channel, and Britain's BBC have announced earlier this month that it would distribute full season of major series on its digital platform before the episodes run on traditional linear television.
Yeah, see, the funny thing with Disney is they're going to be doing their own, but they've just signed an agreement in the last few months with Netflix, so everything's actually going to be available on Netflix, or in New Zealand on Netflix.
And on Netflix, if you want to download those onto your phone to watch on a flight, you're going to need a 256 gig iPhone.
Yeah, this is a good call.
And this is true. And on to gaming.
Oh no, not onto gaming. There's a couple of other tech things that I wanted to talk about.
Oh.
Now, this one here is actually relevant for Matt.
Oh, good. I like to be relevant.
Matt News. I'm just going to put this up to the thing. Ginger emojis are coming.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's your people.
Yep. For too long, the ginger race has been left out. You know, you can now get emojis that are white, a little bit darker than white, beige, a little bit darker than beige, brown, and black. But the gingers have been left out, Matt, for way too long.
Ginger is not a colour.
No, it's a flavour.
Correct.
But yeah, so anyway, in the news they have actually said that the Emojipedia has said that there's a proposal that's been put into the emoji subcommittee offering the design and how it will work on keypads. So you're going to be able to like long press and choose not just a different skin tone but a different hair tone as well. So
good.
It is. I actually do think it's cool because you're able to get different options. So I want to know whether the man bun is going to be available as well.
What's that word, when it's been encrypted? Thank you.
Encrypted?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was off topic, but the man bun, I did witness one in Sydney on a boat, and it was horrific, and everyone wished he would die and just go away.
Anyway, moving on to gaming, because I did really want to talk about this. Over the weekend, I was involved in an amazing live stream. GenerOZity 2, it was held here in Sydney. People from all across Australia flew into Sydney.
Including me.
And yeah, but you missed by like literally a day.
Yeah, I know. It was a shame.
You suck. But anyway, I got to be involved in that, and it was actually a truly honourable experience to have been involved in it. We've been involved in other live streams as well, which were very cool to be involved with back in NZ. But this one here was just so well run. They had some of the biggest names on Twitch and YouTube here in Australia involved in it. And somehow I got involved in it as well. So I was invited.
You wouldn't think it was so well organised when you see the photo of all you guys lined up there.
Oh, mate!
You think how did these guys manage to turn on a computer and a camera? And
So at first, I actually got to be involved in a friend of ours who's in the chat right now, You Game Bro podcast. Piers was doing a very cool segment with Maddie, where every time somebody donated, they had to bring in another guest. So you could be mid-answering a question, someone would donate, and you'd be gone out of your seat, and the next person would be in. I was actually out sorting something out in the green room area, and so, Finn, you're up. Oh, crap, I didn't even realise I was supposed to be in this. Ran and had a wee bit of a interview in there. Next donation came, and I was gone. It was very cool. But about an hour after that, I was part of the Australian Gaming Podcast Network's Megacast, which was myself.
Mega.
Yeah, and it was mega. Myself and 5 other people from different podcasts, and it was probably the loudest, most out-of-control thing I have ever been involved in. It was amazing. Did you watch it at all, Matt?
That would be a negatory.
Did you donate, Matt?
That would be a negatory.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
I used all my money going to Sydney, and I'm waiting to be reimbursed for some expenses that I had.
Yeah.
And when that happens, I won't be donating.
Yeah. So what did you think of it, Chris? Because you were along for the event as well.
Yes, I was.
So what were your thoughts? Because I can only tell from my side. I was on my side of it.
You mean the drunk side?
What was that experience like? Because for me, it was horrific. So what were
I saw comments and stuff, and I did appreciate the posts that Carice put up.
It was terrifying.
Removing or distancing hashtag from Fid's behaviour.
Yeah.
Yeah, because tequila was involved, and I do not drink tequila because I've had bad experiences on tequila.
I loved tequila when I used to drink.
Yeah, I still do.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm terrified whenever tequila is introduced. But it was cool.
Fantastic drink. I wish I could still drink.
But what was it like from your side?
I would like to say that we are a reputable podcast, award-winning
Award-winning
podcast.
Yeah.
And FID is in no way representative of hashtag.
Of all of us.
No, especially with that hairdo.
No, it was really, really fun.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was awesome. I would highly recommend, and I actually can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, the next one's going to be cool. We're actually there's discussions already going on about the next one and what we're going to do and
Yeah, I am of the opinion.
where it's going to happen and who's going to be involved. And
Yeah,
What
I
was
am
the
of
charity?
opinion.
So it was for GenerOZity, but the money went through to Child's Play, which is a charity for getting toys and stuff into children's hospitals.
Nice.
Yeah, and they raised $22,500.
And I can't remember.
22.5 is what I saw on the social
Yeah.
media.
Yeah, $22,500. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Amazing
Yeah.
effort. Considering last year they only started this 6 months ago, the first one, and they raised $6,000 doing that one, and that was without any advertising or anything like that because they pride themselves on the fact that they're a guerrilla pop-up event. That channel does nothing else all year. It just pops up. It's this big thing. It goes for 48 hours and then it's gone.
Yeah, I like that. I really,
Yeah.
really do.
Amazing effort.
Yeah. Oh, so the phone I was talking about, the one that can't be tracked because it's
Yeah.
It's too sneaky.
secret.
Yeah.
It's the black phone.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's racist, Carice.
Yeah.
It
Why
comes in
can't you
white.
just call it
Looking
the
at a photo?
phone?
No, that's not it.
Okay.
It's by Silent Circle. Silent Circle are a software software company that work on encryptions.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it's supposed to be the most secure phone. The other phone that's supposed to be secure, but everybody
'Cause
thinks
no one's got one.
you might be a bit shit, is called the Solarum.
Yeah. Is that the one that's really expensive?
Yeah, it's like 16,000 US or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Jeepers.
Yeah, and a lot
And it's
of people,
ugly.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think that this is actually legit.
Yeah. $16,000 and it's ugly.
Yeah.
Any updates on the Switch, guys?
Updates on the Switch? No. They've announced a couple more games. It's going to be out in 6 weeks' time. No updates on the Switch at the moment.
No U-turns on the price?
No U-turns on the price. They're sticking. They're sticking by that price. I'm still considering buying one.
Are they saying there'll be 80 games by the end of the year or on release?
Not on release, surely
No,
not.
it's not on release.
Yeah, it'll be by the end of the year.
Yeah, there is a schedule. That's what we were talking about last week.
Yeah.
We went through some of the schedule
Um,
games.
but we were talking about you being over here in Australia as well last week, Matt. Why were you here?
I was in Sydney for the Australian launch of the Oppo R9S.
So for those who are based in Australia, you don't need any education as to who Oppo are because they've been over here for a few years, but this is a brand that's never been involved in the New Zealand market.
Not with phones, no. You can buy their headphones here, but they're a bit elite. They're very pricey headphones. They do the planar magnetic headphones, which are really expensive. And hopefully I'll get my hands on some of those at some stage.
Oh, cool.
Get my ears in some.
So what do we need
so
to know about the event?
Okay, so Oppo is a Chinese brand. They are a big company. They have been around since about 2004, I think, when they first started putting out products. They do Blu-ray players, they do headphones, and their main focus now has moved into phones. But they have been doing phones for a while, with their flagship one being the Find.
Yeah.
Now, overseas in the Asian markets and stuff, you'll be familiar with Oppo there as well as the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio is the man that stars in all their adverts. So
That's quite common for the Chinese brands, though, to associate themselves with celebrities. Big ones. Yeah. And we were just talking about... Yeah, we were just talking the other day, Huawei did exactly the same thing with the P9.
Yeah, with Scarlett Johansson
Yes.
and Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Superman.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that English guy who pretends to be an American alien. Anyway,
Trump won't have any of that.
the R9S, if you jump on hashtag me.co.nz, you can have a look at the brief write-up about it. There are a few specs there, but they're a really great phone. They we got hands-on with them, and I'll be getting one closer to the New Zealand launch date to have a play with.
So is the New Zealand launch after the Australian launch?
Correct.
Yeah, because we're already starting to see the advertising over here for it. Like, it was out the next day.
Yeah. So they're available for pre-order already through JB Hi-Fi in Australia. I know that much. So the R9S is, I think, $598 or something like that.
And that's a good price. Do you think the phone, tech-wise, is going to be able to compete with your higher class phones? Well, not higher class.
Absolutely, it does. Yes.
Really?
So you got to get hands-on with it?
Yes.
And so what were your thoughts using it?
It was really nice. Very, very iPhone-esque.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as far as the looks and the icons and the appearance of their OS, all very, very similar to iPhone. So it runs Color OS, which is their own one, which is based on Android 6.
Yep.
It works really nicely. It's a really powerful phone. It's 4 gig of RAM in it. It's got the octa-core processor. It's got a 1080p display.
That's not bad.
But it does support 4K and HDR for your recording.
Yep.
It's got 16 megapixel camera, front and rear. And
Ooh,
the camera
that's some good
sensors were developed with Sony, who do great cameras in their phones.
They do amazing cameras, yeah.
Yeah, so it's got everything going for it. There are some absolutely brilliant accessories you can buy, including lenses and stuff that clip on.
Yep.
And at that price, you could get 3 of them versus one iPhone.
Yeah. You buy the whole family a phone.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to get basically the same sort of phone. As
All right,
an
so
iPhone.
if you were paying for this out of your own wallet, Matt, would you purchase?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Okay.
If I needed a phone
Yeah.
and I was in the market for one,
It would be
paying
an option.
half of what all the other ones are, absolutely, hell yeah, why not?
'Cause when we bought your new phone, Chris, we looked at the Oppo.
Yeah.
It was we actually got down to it was the Oppo or the Huawei that you got.
Yeah.
And the only reason I personally didn't like the Oppo was because it had a white plastic front but a gold back.
Can you look at the front and back at the same time?
No.
So how's that a problem?
I don't know. It's just the thing. It bugged me. It bugged me that it was white on the front.
The reason why I didn't go for it is because I actually didn't know the brand name.
Okay.
I trust Huawei. So.
Yeah. It's
So
funny because
Oppo-
there's a lot of people that don't trust Huawei.
Oppo are the sponsors for America's Next Top Model. You may have seen Oppo signage and stuff popping up throughout that show. And
I
they
haven't
also
watched that
sponsor
in years.
they also sponsor FC Barcelona, the football team.
Wow.
Soccer.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest teams in the world.
I should be impressed.
You should be.
Awesome.
I just saw, sorry, and I know I missed you guys talking about there was no update on the Switch.
Yeah.
And there kind of is an update on the Switch, but you're going to be really pissed.
Who? Me.
No, just, I guess,
Everybody.
Nintendo fan lovers that aren't in Japan.
Okay.
And so, Japan Nintendo people
Yeah.
get to customize their Switch.
How?
What do you mean?
They get to design the colors on their
Controllers.
the controllers.
See, we get the blue and red,
That's
and
all
we
you
get the
get.
black. No, there's 2 options over here.
Yeah,
There's the black
Japan.
controllers, or there's the blue and red controllers.
Yeah, Japan gets to customize
Mix and match.
their- Yeah,
See, I would have liked
Well, they-
one. I would have liked one with 2 blue controllers
yeah,
to go with my schmick. Hashtag Xbox controller.
yeah. And you know how I thought I was like extra smart when I was like, oh, you could get it from
What an
you get it from
opening.
Japan,
Yeah.
right? And it'd be cheap because it will be. You actually need to have a Japanese account. to get the Nintendo, to pre-order the Nintendo Switch.
So you just need a friend in Japan.
Yeah, I don't.
I was talking to Diyoshi TV on the weekend, and he said he can sort us out, bro. So we're sorted. But while we're still on gaming, since we're back onto gaming, I do have the free games for PlayStation and for Xbox this month.
Oh, you go.
And there's some really good ones in here.
What one are we starting with?
So I'm going to start from the bottom. Start from the shit.
What console?
Okay, PlayStation. So this is, if you're on PlayStation Network, on PS Pro, these are the free ones that you can get at the moment. Which we've actually got to update both of ours. Our PlayStation and our Xbox is expired.
What?
Yeah, I know. We've got to sort that shit out. Okay, so available on the PS Vita, but it will cross by instantly onto the PS4.
Who has PS Vita?
People still have the Vita.
Okay.
People who own the Vita love the Vita. I never bothered buying it. I almost bought one at the fire sale, not last year, the year before, at Dick Smith. Yeah. I think you were with me, Matt, when I bought that. I had to take it back because it didn't come with something. It's gutted.
Oh, the charger.
Yeah, that's right. And I couldn't find a charger anywhere, so I took it back. Titan Souls is going to be available for free. I have no idea what that game is.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Asken 2 on the PS Vita. This is another one. No idea. The Swindle is going to be available on the PS3, but that will also get you at cross-purchased onto the PS4 and on the PS Vita. Blaze Rush will be available on the PS3. Who is still playing the PS3?
Tons of people.
Yeah.
Huh. Especially being a parent like you, surely you would appreciate that you bought the kids a PS3. They've got tons of games that won't work on a PS4. Why the hell would you upgrade?
I keep forgetting that. Yeah. All right. So This War of Mine, the little ones. Now, This War of Mine, the original one, was a really great game.
Yeah.
So this is another version of it, I assume. That's going to be
available. Is this still the PS Vita?
No, this is on the PS4. And this one here actually really excited me.
Yeah.
Now, Matt, you must have played this game back in the day. Is Day of the Tentacle.
I spent a day with a tentacle, but I've never played.
It was a classic.
I've
heard of it.
Tentacle.
It was a classic LucasArts game that came out on
Put your tentacles
PC
in your
way back
mouth.
in the day.
Yeah.
It was an amazing game. They've done a remastered version of it, and it's available for free on the PS4. And that one there is actually the one where I went, oh, I want to download that. Shit, I just realised that it's been so long since I played anything online with the PS4. I didn't realise that it had expired.
So those are the PS4 games?
Yep.
I'm really disappointed.
So they're all available now?
They are all available now.
Okay.
I wouldn't
see.
get
I wasn't thinking about games because it's only the 23rd or whatever.
Yeah.
We're still looking at January games.
Yeah. So I do have the Xbox ones here as well, and these ones were available from January 1st to January 31st, so we're really late on this.
Death Trap.
So I've got World of Van Helsing, Death Trap. That looks shit.
That actually looks okay.
I'm looking at it going, it's just another one of those fantasy games. I don't really get into them. But one that did get me excited, Killer Instinct Series 2 Ultra. Or Season 2.
I think I've already got that. And how often do you play it, Fid? That great, wonderful game of Killer Instinct that you really like compared to the other one, which looks shit?
I've actually become more heavy on the PlayStation,
you just said you haven't played PlayStation in so long.
I haven't played anything online. I haven't played anything online in so long, that's what I said.
Oh, online.
Yeah. Also available until... So you've missed out on this one. Is it 15th? Is it still the 15th?
No, it's
the 23rd, man.
Okay, so I'm going to skip that one. And the next one is Rayman Origins, which is available at the moment. Rayman is a classic. Did you ever play Rayman back in the day, mate?
No. I'm familiar with it, but I didn't play it.
Yeah. It's a classic retro title. This is remade. It's a 2D side-scroller. What, Rayman?
Yeah.
I played it on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, at his girlfriend's house.
That's
My girlfriend lived with me.
That's skank. Are we talking about me?
No, I'm talking about my hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It took a while.
So that is what's available for free at the moment on
goodness.
console.
Yeah, well done. And we'll bring you the February games with gold when they're available.
I actually think I'm really disappointed in all of those games.
Really?
I think you are.
Yeah, I'm not excited about any of them.
None of them?
None of them.
Killer Instinct would be good. I haven't played Killer
It's
Instinct.
2017. You could have brought it in with
It's
a bang.
actually funny how many of those titles are classic titles that have been relaunched.
I don't know why you call them classic. I actually don't know that many of them.
Well, you've never heard of Rayman?
No.
You've never heard of Killer Instinct?
Oh, I know Killer Instinct, but I don't think it's a great game.
Oh, it was always an awesome game. It was a classic Nintendo 64 title. Classic.
Hey, a couple of other little things.
Yeah.
1080 was a classic.
On #me.co.nz, we've
Great
recently put
website.
up a couple of posts. There's one there for the Assassin's Creed movie review by Sash.
Yes.
I highly recommend, if you're into movies, have a read of Sash's reviews on our website.
Yep.
He's an actor / movie star / librarian.
And he actually, for PlayStation, yes, it is. For PlayStation, he's the one that dresses up as Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Yep, he's Nathan Drake, go-to guy for PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw the review he's got up there, and he's also got another one coming up because he, on behalf of Hashtag, he headed along to the premiere or preview, of the new Resident Evil film with Capcom.
Did he make it along to that?
I don't know.
He better off.
He was supposed to.
Was he
Hoping.
supposed to? Did you organise that?
Yeah, I was talking to him about it. Had it all teed up.
Okay. That's all right. Because
Yeah.
we were all in discussions early on, and then I heard nothing, so I've just assumed it went the Fidmic awesome way and didn't happen.
No. I was talking to him the day of the event, and he was looking forward to pulling it to pieces because there is no such thing as a good video game movie.
What movie are you talking about?
The closest.
Oh, Resident Evil.
That's the other thing I wanted to mention was that video game movies.
Yeah.
So, The Division.
Yes, I
Tom
heard.
Clancy.
It's getting made into a movie.
Apparently getting turned into a movie as well.
Yeah. So the difference there, though, is Tom Clancy was a great author. Did he?
Still is, I suppose.
Yeah. But so is he going to be involved in the movie? Is he still?
I don't know.
Is he still alive?
No, these books keep getting written by ghosts.
I'm just going to look that one up. I've got a funny feeling he might have gone.
I thought he was
He
still
might-
around. So what are you going to Google? Is Tom Clancy dead?
Yeah. Died October 1st, 2013. I thought so.
Oh, he is gone.
Yeah.
How do these games keep coming out with his name on?
So I have read a story about this where he was involved in purchasing or being financially involved in a production company back in the day, and it's just escalated into now his name's just attached to all of these shoot 'em
I
up
suppose they could all
spying
be
games.
books that he wrote in the past that they're sort of basing them on.
Well, that was initially how it was done. All
Is
the games were designed based on his books.
Can
With
we
Rainbow
at all?
Six.
Yeah, can we at all think of any game that has been turned into a movie that was actually decent?
Good or close to good? Because I can think of one.
Go.
What's that?
Silent Hill. The first one, not the second one.
That's only because
Silent
you're a
Hill.
fan of Silent Hill, and
Yeah, but
you're
in
going to
saying
be a
that,
bias when it comes to anything.
no,
to
I'm
do
not because
Yes.
Okay, what was I like with Spider-Man?
No.
I was a Spider-Man fan, and I walked out of that movie.
Yeah, because you're also an idiot.
How does this World of Warcraft?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a very recent film.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, and I'm not a fan of World of Warcraft. So if I went and saw that, if it was a good film, I would just say it's a good film because I haven't got anything to compare it to. No, Super Mario Brothers
was
the
fantastic.
worst. It was one of the worst video game movies of all time.
Best movie ever.
It's like up there with Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Or Mortal Kombat 2 was amazing. No.
World of Warcraft, the movie, looks fantastic. I've never
does
played
look
the game,
fantastic.
though. I've never wowed,
Yeah.
and I probably never will. But
Yeah,
the
and that's the
movie
thing,
looked
so-
really good.
Yeah, so I'd probably go to that movie and would probably really enjoy it because
you're not
I
a fan of
don't
the game.
have anything to go off.
Yeah.
Lara Croft.
That was shit.
Tomb Raider.
No, that was shit. Not as shit as Street Fighter, the movie. There we go. July Sleek, Street Fighter. One of the worst movies of all time.
Why do you think
Did that have Jean-Claude in it?
Yeah, that has Jean-Claude in it. It was also poor Raul Julia.
Yeah, but why was Lara
One of
Croft...
his last movies.
Why was Tomb Raider shit?
Was he
The first
Bison?
Okay.
Because I'm a massive fan of that game.
Yeah, so I was a fan of that game. I would actually categorize that the same as Resident Evil, where if it was just a movie with another title, it would have been an amazing movie. But the fact that they put the Resident Evil title on Resident Evil, and because they put the Lara Croft name on, or Tomb Raider name on that movie, I instantly compared it to the game.
Yeah, and it was good.
I don't think it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's with me. You
It
lose.
was Scucks as Fid.
But Resident Evil, like I said, Resident Evil was a great movie. It's long. If they could have called it anything but Resident Evil, and it would have been an amazing movie. But
Yeah, I'm really apprehensive about...
You're just upset about the name.
yeah, it is. If they hadn't have called it Resident Evil, it would have been a great movie. But because they've called it
the
Resident
name of
Evil,
the movie doesn't make the movie.
Yeah.
no, it does. Because if they had called it anything but Resident Evil and hadn't connected it to the Resident Evil franchise, I wouldn't have compared it to the Resident Evil games. I love the Resident Evil games.
So
I
you
love
don't like
the
the
deep
first
storyline.
Resident Evil?
It's like
No, I
judging
don't.
a person by their name.
I liked
Can't
it
do
as a
that.
movie, but I don't like it as a Resident Evil movie because it was wrong. The story was
The first
wrong.
one?
It was wrong.
No, it wasn't.
It was completely wrong.
How was that wrong?
So they got the Nemesis Project at the end of the first movie. The Nemesis Project doesn't happen until the third game.
Oh my goodness!
My
How
God.
very dare they?
That is what
It's
I'm
like
saying.
it's like
That's
you
the
walking
issue.
out of Spider-Man. So your
Exactly.
your
They did
comments
the
are
story wrong.
not valid.
It's like, it's like I'm honestly stunned though that this day and age with movies they can do them wrong. So because so
It's an atrocity.
no, well see Mario Brothers. It wasn't hard to make a bad Mario Brothers movie because they didn't have a story. Mario Brothers had a loose story of he had to go save the princess from the Mushroom Kingdom from King Koopa. That's the entire story. So they had to make up a movie out of that because they were just capitalizing on a brand.
Yeah, that's kind of how movies work.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
But this day and age where you've got stories that are deeply written stories.
Deeply written.
Yeah.
They are.
And
They've got
apparently it's only
amazing
happened in this
storylines.
day and age.
No, what I'm saying is how can you make a bad movie? Like, I have heard that Assassin's Creed is a shit movie as well. I haven't actually read Sash's review, so it'd be really interesting.
I'm apprehensive because American movies, makers tend to fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I really
And they
want-
do it to our cartoons as well. Look at Transformers. Look
Was
look at
Assassin's Creed
Teenage Mutant
American?
Ninja Turtles.
Wasn't the director Australian or something?
I don't know, but it would have been.
Fucking
would've-
Australians.
Yeah, no, the producers would have all been American.
Yeah. It's a
You
French
can't
game.
blame them, can you? I thought it was all the director's fault how a movie came out.
Those directors and the writers and the entire studio, they all fucked it all.
So angry.
It does. It makes
is
me angry because these games are actually really deeply written storylines. Like Assassin's Creed has how many years worth of story to pull from?
Since what, the Spanish Inquisition?
Yeah.
That started in like the 1400s, didn't it? And ran for a few hundred years.
Hey,
So you have no idea, and you're still happy to slag the movie, even though you don't know the history. My
No.
God.
That's, the thing is, I've only played like 3 Assassin's Creed games, and I'm not that deeply invested into it. But someone like Sash, who I do know enjoyed the games, is going to get upset. It's the problem when you base any movie on an existing franchise from another.
That's it, though. That's the thing. Is it's based on the game. It's
Yeah.
not the game.
No,
It's
it's
Yeah.
a
not.
movie.
you don't
You can't
want to
have a movie that completely represents a game. Otherwise, you're just watching someone play a playthrough of a game.
Which people do that heaps.
I know, but that's not a movie, Fid.
So I'm going to
idiot.
stop going to watch movies, and I'm just going to dedicate my time to Twitch.
Okay, Grandpa.
Back in my day.
No, I've got a really good question here.
So this is off movie, so.
Yeah, that we're moving off because I think it's kind of relevant. What are your thoughts on the backlash over a gay character in Overwatch? I actually didn't know there was a gay character in Overwatch.
I didn't know there
So
was a
I'm-
backlash. I'd heard there was a gay character. Were people
I
upset
didn't
about
realize
it?
that there was that they all had sexual orientations on Overwatch.
Okay, so you've got very feminine characters in most games. See, it's funny how there's a backlash over a gay character in Overwatch, right?
Yeah, but there was a female gay character.
Yeah, but there was never a backlash over the transsexual in Street Fighter.
Oh no, here we go. Who's the transsexual in
Viper.
Street Fighter?
Viper is a trans. Beautiful looking woman that used to be a man.
Yeah, but how many people knew that?
Street Fighter fans. Yeah,
I
huge.
actually legit
Okay,
did
so
not know.
Corey's saying that it was a huge upset, saying that there were people boycotting the game. Those people don't want to play the game. Let them fuck off. That's my opinion.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit. This day and age, that people are still getting this upset over homosexuality or even someone's choice of religion or faith or whatever. People are just dicks. Fuck them.
I hope Overwatch just to fuck those people off.
I'm never playing Assassin's Creed because it's got Catholics in it.
Are they Catholics or are they just people wearing burqas?
Ooh, that's deep.
Yeah, no, it's bullshit. If anyone wants to get upset over a game and want to stop playing it for whatever reason, they can just fuck off. Let them go.
Yeah.
That's honestly my
Probably
opinion.
makes
on
the
it.
game more enjoyable anyway.
Yeah, because you get those hateful people gone. Let them go play Call of Duty.
Them pesky gays. Yeah.
Let them go play Call of Duties where all the hateful people are on the chat.
And was there anything else left for gaming?
I think we've peaked.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Maddie?
No, that was it.
I think on that note, it must be just about us for this week.
Yeah, I agree.
Although on hashtagme.co.nz, you'll see, you were talking about who even has a Vita anymore. There's new games coming for PS Vita as well with Velocity 2X or 2 times, whatever it is. Coming out for PS4 and PS Vita.
Oh, there you go, Chris.
So
Yeah, people are still playing the Vita.
They're still playing them, obviously, because the games are being made for them.
I almost bought one because I could game on the go, but I could use it as a controller for my PS4. And
What I like to
I
use
can.
for a controller for the PS4 is the DualShock PS4 controller.
yeah, but in saying that, the only reason I genuinely looked into it was because it was at that Dick Smith fire sale.
Yeah.
What was it, like $80 or something?
It was like really, really cheap, but then
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
you found out was because half the shit wasn't in the box.
Yeah, pissed me off.
Fuckers.
Ugh, you know
Bloody
what
Australian companies.
coming over to our country, making false promises,
They should have just
taking our jobs,
They should have just filled the box with batteries,
being the mother of my children.
wasted it down, make Hato a monster.
Yep. All right. Is that us for this week, guys?
That's us.
All right. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in. We're live every Monday on Twitch. Get the podcast online. Tonight I'll actually have last week's show available online. So, but we've got to figure out a routine here.
Yeah.
You've got to just
I've
do
got to
some
figure
work.
it.
Yeah.
I've got to get off my ass and get
Instead of running around being Mr. Important, you got to do some shit for your bloody team here.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in live. If you're listening to the podcast, make sure you check us out live on Mondays on Twitch. There's a link now on our website, thanks to V8 Matty. Like us on all the socials.
All the socials.
Yep, that's all linked in live in our Twitch account, or it's all linked from our website, hashtagme.co.nz. Also, make sure you go there if you want all the free news and stuff that we give out there during the week. Well,
Yeah, and for those that are a bit security conscious, we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to give away a copy of the Norton Security Premium. We're going to give you a 12-month subscription. It's the premium. It's for 5 devices. You can put it on your phone, your tablet, your computer, your mum's phone, and your cousin's laptop.
So we've got
That's
one of those to
awesome.
give away. I completely forgot we had that.
So yeah, we're going to give one of those away at some stage during the week. Maybe we'll announce a winner on the next week's show.
This sounds good.
Once we've found a way of doing that giveaway, we will social media it.
All right. Anyway, that's us for this week.
See you.
Ka kite.
#me.co.nz